Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start with the chapter number 1 of Moral Science, that is Love You God. In this chapter, there is a boy. He gets up early in the morning and starts his day without praying because he has to complete so many works and he don't have time to pray. Each task becomes very heavy for him and problems keep on falling on him quickly. He is amazed, he wonders that why God is not helping him. He asks God. God answers that you have not asked for help. He wanted to see joy and beauty, but his day was just as working hard on barren land. He is amazed again that why God don't show him joy and beauty. But God answers that he has not shown desire for this. He tries to come in God's presence and keeps on looking at the lock, but he could not see the God. God scolds him lovingly and says that my child, you have not knocked at the door. Then he realized the importance of prayer. Next morning, he woke up early in the morning and spared time to pray before starting his day. So, children, it's very important to pray in the morning to remember God. If we will remember God, then God will always help us. So, there is a story of Napoleon also related to this topic, that is importance of prayer. Once upon a time, Napoleon was returning from Russia. He was unable to defeat Russia. After a tiring day of defeat, the whole army was resting. Everybody was wrapped in so many blankets because it was very cold night. Every soldier was fast asleep and they were not aware of snowfall. Everything was white, quiet, and very cold. Napoleon called off one of his officers, and together they stepped out of the tents. They roamed around the camp to check that everything was all right. Everyone was asleep, but as they began to move to the other end of the camp, they saw a tent with lights still lit on. In one of the tents, the light was still lit on. Napoleon told his officer to go there and find out who was there and what was he doing. After some time, the officer came back and said that it was General Braut. He has just finished his work and now he was praying. Napoleon said nothing and he went on watching over his tired, defeated army. Next day, Napoleon went to General Braut and asked him and said to him that he is very pleased that he has worked very hard till late last night, and he has prayed also after finishing his work. That he said that I have heard that you were even praying after finishing your work. General Braut replied, sure sir, it is true. I finished my work and I prayed to God after that. He said that if I have enough strength to work, it is due to my prayer. I can face the enemy, I can face any hardships, even in this bitter cold, and even I can face death. What I cannot face is a day without prayer. He said that he cannot survive, he cannot stay alive without doing prayer. It is very hard for him to face a day without prayer. He can face any type of hardships. He can face even this bitter cold. He can face even death, but he cannot face a day without prayer. So, students, all of us must pray every day. Praying means talking to God. With praying, we can thank God for all that He has done for us. We can share our hopes and problems with Him. As when we love someone, we need to talk to him or her. For example, we love our parents and friends, and we want to talk to them. Similarly, when we love God, we want to talk to Him, and we can do this only through prayers. God always hear our prayers and He answers our prayers. Sometimes we do not get His answers, and sometimes we get His answers, and sometimes we do not get His answers, but God knows what is best for us. So we must pray to Him and trust to Him. So students, I hope all of you will also start praying. If you are not praying daily, you will also make a routine to start your day with a prayer to God. Have a nice day, students.